Captain's Log, Stardate 48652.1. Recent events have underscored the threat posed by the Undine, the native species of fluidic space. These aliens have infiltrated galactic powers, including the Federation, by using their shape-shifting and telepathic abilities. A man I knew as Dr. Eric Cooper, and whom I have worked closely with for the past few weeks, has turned out to be one of these Undine infiltrators. We don't know when the real Eric Cooper was replaced by the infiltrator, but he manipulated myself and Admiral Tuvok into opening an Iconian gateway to the Dyson sphere discovered by the USS Jenolan, the aptly named Jenolan Dyson sphere, which had recently jumped itself deep into the Dealta quadrant. So deep, in fact, that the Undine now have immediate access to it, making the threat of invasion by them even more prominent. In an attempt to form a united front against this threat, Admiral Tuvok has called for a summit to discuss a means by which various governments of the Alpha and Beta quadrants can detect and neutralize the Undine presence. The location of the talks will be the Jenolan Dyson sphere. Control of the site is currently under dispute by the Federation, Klingon Empire, and Romulan Republic. However, Admiral Tuvok believes that access to the sphere should be a secondary concern to that of the threat of the Undine. I have been asked to attend these summits because Admiral Tuvok believes that my experiences in the field may provide a valuable perspective as well as a moderating influence. However, in our last mission at the Sun Station in the center of the Dealta Dyson sphere, my ship, the USS Hornet, was badly damaged and requires a lengthy stay in a dry dock. But, to the dismay of many of my crew, Starfleet Command will not be giving us all shore leave and has transferred us to a new vessel and promoted me to the rank of captain. This will be my last log aboard the USS Hornet. Goodbye, old friend.
Last time on Star Trek Online.
We are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons.
I see now my deception has been exposed.
Starfleet has lost too many ships and too many good men and women to a fight we now know was caused by Iconian and Undine influence.
Is that...
An Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is.
Into the gateway, now!
All those markers Iconian gateways?
Sir, we've been scanning the gateway. The monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega.
Welcome to the Dealta quadrant. We are within the Solanae Dyson sphere, a spherical structure built around a star.
We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of Omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space.
It now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location.
You're not Cooper.
We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat. The Undine are a threat to us all. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy.
And now, the continuation.
Welcome to the Dealta Quadrant. I will admit that I did not expect to be here with Voyager again. It is agreeable. Thank you for agreeing to attend this conference and supporting my position on the Undine. However, reaching a consensus today will be difficult. Many different agendas will be represented here today. I will speak to you in person shortly. Tuvok out.
Welcome to the Jenolan Dyson sphere. Please beam down to these coordinates.
So, as you saw briefly, my new ship is the Intrepid-class USS Agamemnon. Somewhat less combat capable than the Hornet, but she makes up for it in speed and maneuverability. I suppose I have to speak to Captain Sean now. Captain.
Good to see you. I'd say you're right on time, but it looks like everyone else wants to be fashionably late. We're still finishing preparations for the conference, and Admiral Tuvok is already there. The Klingon and Romulan delegates will arrive soon, so we should head inside as soon as you're ready.
Lead the way, Captain. Well, the center of this Dyson sphere is very similar to that of the Solanae Dyson sphere. It appears they were built by the same people. Oh. Can't they just pick a speed? Don't mind me, Captain. I have 1 walking speed and it is slower than yours. Oh god, I don't like force field bridges. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Because if power fails then and someone's on the bridge, they just fall. How far down is that? Very, very far down. Right. Admiral Tuvok.
Thank you for joining us here. We need assistance with preparations for the conference. The Romulan and Klingon delegations are still in private deliberations, but other delegates are arriving. Several preliminary tasks remain before we can begin the presentation. Your support in this matter would be appreciated.
I'll do what I can, Admiral. Right, I suppose we'll need some security down here. Captain Blueberry Ninja to Captain Blueberry Ninja to Agamemnon. We could use some security down here. Just a security detail. Not too large. Right. Ensign Zokier.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Go to the projector, Ensign. Ensign Rill.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
I think the Klingon delegation could use your assistance. Well, not assistance, your watchful eye. Ensign Mayer.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Romulan delegation. Alright, now that that's sorted out. Huh, what's that over there? Looks like an argument. Better break it up.
This Cardassian thug is trying to push Bajor out of this conference. We have as much of a right to be represented here as any other world, more than the Cardassians. They're not even part of the Federation or the Klingon Empire.
Please remain calm, Ambassador. What is the basis of this dispute?
I simply inquired about the Ambassador's presence at the conference. After all, Bajor is a member of the Federation. Ambassador Sugihara is capable of representing them, along with the Deltans, Andorians, Vulcans, and everyone else, even the Tellarites. Though I suspect they'd argue that point rather robustly.
Yes, they probably would. However, that is an unfair characterization. The Bajorans have had a gateway to the Gamma Quadrant in their space for decades. We value their experience and their opinion.
Indeed. One wonders how well that gateway would have fared if Deep Space Nine was of Bajoran manufacture rather than Cardassian.
Counselor.
The Federation's track record on wormhole security is far from ideal. One only needs to consider the multiple Dominion occupations of the station for proof of that point.
Counselor, this is a distraction from the larger issue at hand. The problems represented here are larger than a single world or a single wormhole.
The Federation has never made a policy of preventing member worlds from overseeing their own interests in conjunction with Federation efforts. Or is Bajor going to be treated differently than other member worlds?
We can't have an open and honest conference unless all parties are willing to engage in meaningful dialogue without shutting out members of the galactic community. Neither Bajor nor Cardassia should be excluded.
Well said. Perhaps there's hope for this conference yet. I'm quite willing to put this disagreement behind us in the interest of the bigger picture.
Thank you, Counselor.
The preliminary tasks are complete. You should speak with Admiral Tuvok again.
That was just a communique from the USS Agamemnon. And I suppose I will go speak with the Admiral. Wait. Oh. It seems these ramps are in fact holograms. That's interesting. Admiral.
Thank you for your assistance. Please take the opportunity to speak with the various delegates. Having an understanding of the positions of each representative will facilitate more effective negotiations.
Understood, Admiral. Right. I've already spoken to the Bajoran and Cardassian delegates. Let's see. Ah, that looks like the Proconsul de Tarn. Good place to start. Proconsul.
Thank you for the invitation. Starfleet certainly knows how to organize their meetings on a grand scale.
Indeed we do.
I trust that the Republic will be able to take a leadership role in studying this sphere. The extensive knowledge we've gained from the Solanae sphere should give us an advantage here. And, after all, the gateway that leads to both of these spheres is in Republic space.
Proconsul, the issue of who owns the sphere is not the only thing we must decide here. What's your thoughts on the Undine?
Yes, the Undine. Very interesting. My security advisors have been looking over the data, and we are all very curious to hear what you and Admiral Tuvok have to say on the matter.
Thank you for attending, Proconsul. Please take a position at the podium. Right, looks like Commander Jarok is here as well. Right. Who's next? Klingon delegate and the Federation delegate should be somewhere around here. Ah, I see Ambassador Satas over here. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Gorn names are somewhat tricky. God, he's tall. Ambassador Satas.
I sincerely hope that the Federation is not wasting our time here. If your presentation is to explain the threat posed by the Undine, let me spare you the effort. The Klingon Empire has been aware of this threat for quite some time now.
Yes, thank you, Ambassador. Oh, that was fun. Ah, here's the Federation Ambassador. Oh no, there's two. I'll speak to this Xindi delegate first.
The Xindi are here to support Admiral Tuvok's call for cooperation. We know what tragedies befall a people who are being manipulated by outsiders, as we once were. The Undine's lies and manipulation remind us of the Sphere Builders, whose deceptions led us to make one of the greatest mistakes in our history.
Indeed.
There are 5 races on my world. We all know reaching a consensus can be difficult, but the Xindi are living proof that if we put aside animosity, our differences can make us stronger.
Thank you, Ambassador. Their presence here will be quite helpful, I'm sure. Ambassador Sugihara, that's our main ambassador.
The Federation's position is quite clear. We believe the only way to safeguard the future of the Alpha and Beta quadrants is for all the galactic powers to behave as reasonable entities and work together to oppose those who would threaten our worlds. It doesn't matter if that threat comes from the Undine, the Borg, or the Iconians. The response is the same.
Indeed. Thank you, Ambassador.
You've spoken with representatives of all of the delegations. You should return to Admiral Tuvok.
Yes, Agamemnon, I can do things on my own in these holographic ramps. Admiral.
We are almost ready to begin. Will you complete the final preparations for the conference while I speak to Captain Sean? After that, your assistance in encouraging everyone to take their seats would be appreciated.
Understood, Admiral. I will finish the preparations and direct people to their seats. To be perfectly honest, they don't look like particularly comfortable seats. I'd call them benches rather than seats. Right, final preparations. Reconfiguring room to presentation mode. Let's see. Right. Looking good, looking good. Now to get all the delegates to their seats. Looks like the Cardassian and Bajoran representatives are still arguing after I broke them up. Counselor, Ambassador, if you would take your seats.
Ah, it seems the time has come at last. Thank you for the reminder.
You're most welcome, Counselor. Right. Looks like a Vulcan Federation representative over there. There's Captain Sean and Ambassador Sugihara. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, I think I see some delegates over there. Let's get them to their seats. If you'll please make your way to your seats.
I was just going. Don't rush me.
Thank you. Oh, their seats are right here. Well, that wasn't too difficult. Right, I think I see some more people standing on this force field, beneath which is a chasm. They certainly aren't afraid of heights. Looks like the Ferengi delegate. If you will make your way to your seats, please.
Oh, yes, I will take my seat.
Thank you very much. Right, anyone else? Let's get a higher vantage point through these holographic ramps. Ah, the Zindi ambassador. If you'll please make your way to your seat, Ambassador.
I suppose we can begin.
Thank you.
You can start the presentation from the control console.
Indeed. Thank you, Agamemnon. Right, there's Admiral Tuvok. Admiral, I am starting the presentation, if you have no objections.
The Undine represent a clear and present danger to not only the Federation, but also the Klingon Empire and Romulan Republic. The damage done here by a mere handful of ships is clear evidence for the need for cooperation.
With respect, Admiral, the Romulan Republic is quite capable of leading exploration and security measures here, just as we have led efforts to secure the Solanae sphere. My militia...
I find it interesting that the Federation suddenly has concerns about the Undine now. Where was the Federation when the Empire discovered Undine infiltrators in the Alpha Quadrant? Or is the Federation only interested now the Undine threatens something you want?
Given the exceptionally complicated nature of such...
Ambassador, given what we now know, that was a mistake. The Empire recognized the Undine threat years ago. We didn't.
Well spoken.
You admit you are wrong?
The evidence provided by Admiral Tuvok and his team is sound.
Thank you, Captain Sean. However, dwelling on past mistakes will not solve the problems of the present.
Our fleet stands ready to protect both spheres from the Undine.
The Undine can wait. We have more important business to discuss. Who owns this sphere? I represent a consortium of businessmen on Ferenginar. We are prepared to invest significant venture capital into transforming this sphere into a vacation destination to rival Risa.
Oh, for God's sake.
I have a proposal of $500,000 of... What's that?
Tuvok to Voyager. Report.
A massive fleet of Undine vessels just appeared from a rift. They're setting a course for the gateway.
The Undine? What do they want?
Unknown. Direct to Lisette. Track their course.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. We're receiving a distress signal from Earth's space dock.
What?
Sean to Federation Fleet. Red alert. Prepare for immediate departure.
The Federation is our enemy, but the Undine attack like assassins in the night.
We will crush the Kamikuv!
A significant Undine force is headed for the Sol system. We must stop the Undine from breaching Earth's defenses.
Understood, Admiral. I will beam up immediately.
Species 8472 has already boarded Earth's space dock. Once we are through the gateway, we must render assistance as soon as possible. I am picking up several distress calls from across the system. Curious. There are fewer Undine vessels than we witnessed using the gateway.
Any word from Starfleet Command?
Negative. The subspace relay booster network appears to be offline. I am reading Undine ships attacking Earth's space dock, as well as attacks on the lunar colonies and the orbital habitat on the far side of Earth.
We need to split up our forces if we're going to stop the Undine in multiple locations.
Agreed. Enterprise will clear the area around the lunar colonies.
Understood. We'll head towards Earth's space dock.
Fine. Jirok and I will clear the far side of the planet.
Good hunting, Captain.
Enterprise will set course for Luna.
The Bortesque and the Lisette will lead the fight on the far side of Earth.
It seems Agamemnon's first mission will be defending Earth. Right, weapons hot, deflectors to full. Fire. God, this is a massive fleet. Agamemnon's holding up quite well, however. Tractor beam. Right. That fire cruiser's nearly destroyed. Just a few more shots. Damn, it's gone into floating space. Starboard shields are taking a beating, and aft shields. Right, that's another bioship destroyed. But there's a biocruiser unleashing hell upon us on our starboard side. Our aft shields are nearly down, but that biocruiser's been destroyed. Right, let's assess the Allied task force here.
My ship is operational. We will fall in and you can make a drive for the space dock.
Understood, Captain.
Sol will not be safe as long as species 8472 remains in the system.
Agreed. Right, seems we have a bit of time to regenerate the shields. Auxiliary powder aft shields. But we have to protect the space dock and that Federation task force over there. Full impulse. Ready torpedoes.
Earth's space dock is taking severe structural damage.
Fire! If we don't finish this soon, there might not be a space dock to protect. There's two biocruisers on us. This one's nearly destroyed. Gone into floating space. And the other one has. Right, it's exited Thodic space. There's the one we were focusing on. Fire everything. Right, it's destroyed. Now the next one. Looks like there's 2 disabled ships. One of them's a Prometheus class. Once we deal with these Undine, we can beam over support teams. The fire cruiser is nearly destroyed. Tractor beam. Right. Now the next one. It's gone into Thodic space. There's Voyager taking a beating. There's the cruiser behind us. Cruiser's shields are down, and it's destroyed. Beaming over support teams to the Allied task force.
Our work here is not complete.
Right, those 2 ships are back in the fight. Let's deal with these Undine ships and then move to the next front.
There are still Undine ships in the system. We must eliminate them.
Agreed. Helm, set a course for Earth's space dock.
If we do not hurry, Earth's space dock may be destroyed.
God, it's been cut in half. Torpedoes at the ready. Fire. We're almost at the space dock. Just a few more Undine ships. That bar cruise has been destroyed. But there's a few more. Tractor beam. It's nearly destroyed. Aft torpedoes, fire. Right, there goes another one. Beaming over support teams to the Allied task force. Right. That command cruiser is back in the fight, but we're being pulled into that puddle of fluidic space. Right, that dreadnought's been destroyed.
Tethys Dreadnought, inbound.
Oh, that's not good. God, we better hurry. Well, it's nice that Captain Corrin's back. That should help us a bit. Right, the Enterprise is back.
We'll put an end to this together.
Right, we've got flagships from all the galactic powers here. That should give us an edge. Our maneuverability has been lost completely. We got stuck in one of those pockets of fluidic space. But we seem to have thrusters back online at least. That bar cruiser's got into fluidic space. But there's plenty to pick from. Looks like this is the last one before the next wave. Right, there's Voyager over there. Right, let's get that fire cruiser. Two more ships before we can get to the space dock. And with the help of the Klingons and Romulans, this is going quite quickly. Oh, there's that dreadnought. They are taking some damage at least. Lisette deployed some tractor mines, which are helping a bit. Arc torpedoes. Fire. It's nearly destroyed. Just a few more shots. And there it goes. Earth's space dock is intact. Thank God. Agamemnon
Any
did...
ships still in range? There are Undine hunting parties on Earth's space dock. We're fighting them, but comms are spotty. I was lucky to get an external signal working. We need any assistance you can spare.
What happened? Where's the rest of the fleet?
There are Undine ships attacking key sites across the quadrant. Our ships are responding to everything they can, but we're stretched thin. When the Undine arrived here, they damaged every ship in the system, hit the orbital platforms, and then most of them just left. Automated defense systems are offline, and we're struggling just to keep control of the station.
We'll render what assistance we can, Lieutenant.
I've received orders from New Romulus. In light of this situation, the Lisette is being recalled to defend the homeworld. I will contact you if there is any change.
Understood, Commander. Admiral Tuvok, recommendations.
The boarding parties on Earth's space dock should be our main concern. The Undine will be attempting to cripple Starfleet operations, gain valuable data, and capture ranking officers. We cannot afford to allow them to succeed. I am prepared to beam down immediately. Your assistance will greatly improve our chances of success.
Understood, Admiral.
Earth's space dock has sustained severe damage from multiple Undine boarding parties. We must locate Admiral Quinn. The most expedient path to the Admiral's office is through those doors. Our mission objectives are clear. We must ascertain the whereabouts of Admiral Quinn and expel all Undine boarders. Teams from other ships, including some Klingon and Romulan vessels, have beamed to lower decks here on the station. While their willingness to assist us is unexpected, their desire to see this enemy stopped is gratifying.
Indeed. God. Earth's space dock is a mess. Fire suppression systems are offline. Well, phaser at the ready. Let's see what we can do. Right, I'm trying to override the bulkhead door. Damn. I heard something nearby. What's that over there? Rarak! I didn't expect to see you again. Not in this situation, at least.
Everything hurts. What? Who? Admiral Tuvok.
What's happened here?
I don't... What? The windows! They came through the windows, walking on the hull.
What?
I don't know. After the Klingon and Borg attacks during my cadet cruise, I thought working at Earth's space dock would be less... traumatic.
He seems quite rattled, Admiral. What can we do?
Indeed. I can initiate a mind meld. It will calm him, and I will be able to learn what he knows about the attack. This is not normally something I would suggest, but I believe that in this instance it is necessary.
Do what you need to do, Admiral. I'll keep watch. Right.
My mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts.
Oh, Christ! Right, need to protect the Admiral. Those are very large Undine. No personal shields though, which is nice, but they can probably break my arm with one arm. What? God, bloody hell. Oh, looks like the Admiral's done. Rarak.
I'm feeling better now. Thank you. The Undine, yes. They just appeared in close orbit. We were taken by surprise and none of the defense systems worked. I don't know why. They've been killing people. I don't know what they want, but they've been systematic about their attacks. They want something.
Come with us, Ensign. We'll get through this together.
There is more going on with these boarding parties than mere phaser fire. There are more Starfleet officers fighting nearby.
More survivors.
We need to manually activate the fire suppression systems.
I think I can see the correct panel for the fire extinguishers.
I thought Earth Space Dock would be a quiet assignment.
Unfortunately, that is not the case. Although none of us could have anticipated an Undine invasion.
Cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
I am activating the fire suppression systems. Excellent. Oh, more Undine. God, I have to be careful not to... Oh, never mind. I was trying not to hit that Starfleet officer, but it seems my attempts were in vain. He's unconscious. Or dead. Oh, come on. God, that Benzite is in hand-to-hand combat with that thing. That was impressive. God, that's a big one. Looks like it's got a lot of armor as well. But it'll go down eventually. Right, there it goes. Ensign.
Admiral Tuvok, I'm gonna help hold this position. I'm not much of a soldier, but I can make repairs and help keep this area clear of Undine. I hope Admiral Quinn is okay. He was on comms a few minutes ago, but the transmission was cut off.
We'll find Admiral Quinn, Ensign. Stay safe.
Be cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
Undoubtedly. Damn, that Benzite's dead.
I'll stay here. Good luck.
Right. Oh, he just jumped from the roof. Photon grenade. Right, that finished him off. Right, let's find Admiral Quinn. Please tell me these doors are open. Nope. Locked. I am attempting to unseal them.
Admiral Quinn.
Admiral Quinn? Admiral, you're right. Admiral. What the hell? Oh, that was not Admiral Quinn. Photon grenade. Oh, good God. Ugh. Well, the fake Admiral Quinn is dead. Hopefully the real one's still alive. God, that was disconcerting. Oh, there's still more. No time to reflect on the situation, it seems. Right. Oh. Photon grenade. It's fortunate most of these Undine don't have personal shields like we do. Admiral.
The shape-shifting nature of species 8472 makes them a dangerous foe. We will have to proceed with caution to avoid being caught unaware again. Clearly, Admiral Quinn is not here. He may be still alive elsewhere on the station. The logical course of action amid so much chaos will be to re-establish the chain of command.
I'm open to suggestions, Admiral. How should we proceed?
Perhaps we can establish more reliable communications by directly linking to the Starbase's internal systems. The consoles here can be used for that purpose. Make the attempt. I will keep watch for more Undine.
Understood. I'll link to internal comms.
I will cover you.
Understood. Let's see.
Who is this? Communications are damaged.
One moment.
This is Admiral Quinn.
How do we know you're the real Admiral Quinn? Forgive me, but we have had an experience.
I suppose that's a valid question. You reported to me after the attack on Vega Colony. I took a chance on promoting you. I see now it was the right one. Admiral Tuvok, we spoke briefly about your mission right before you reported back to Voyager. mentioned your wife and said it was fortunate you had time to visit Vulcan to see T'Pel before the conference.
Admiral, what is your status?
I'm pinned down in my office with Egan. We've been trying to get internal comms and sensors working. What's your status?
Not good. We've got a lot of casualties, Admiral.
The Undine boarding parties appear to have some goal in mind, but we are unsure as to what it might be. Admiral, I suggest you hold your position. We will make our way to you.
We'll be there soon, Admiral.
Stay alert for more imposters.
Agreed. Let's continue. Another Undine. Photon grenade.
There are still more Undine on the station. I can feel their anger.
Indeed. There's a force field here. Is there a hull breach? It doesn't really matter. Unsealing doors. Oh, I see Undine. And another Benzite. Right, there he goes. Oh, there's another one. And never mind, there's 3 more. Photon grenade. And another one. God. Right, that seems to be all of them.
The way is blocked. There may be an alternate route on the upper deck.
Agreed. It seems we can climb up here. Hopefully this ramp holds. I can hear fighting. Lots of Undine.
Admiral Quinn and Commander Egan are below. The Admiral appears to require medical treatment.
Does he? Well, let's fight the Undine from up here while we can. Photon grenade. Right, that's the last one. This looks like a decent place to drop down. Didn't break anything, that's good. Admiral. Right, the Admiral made it down. Let's check on the fleet, Admiral.
It is agreeable to see you, Admiral.
Admiral Quinn. He seems dazed. Hang in there, Admiral. Right, let's watch for Undine. Speak of the devil. Damn, that officer just keeled over. I'll take his rifle. More Undine. Not sure what the Admiral's shooting. Oh, that's what he's shooting at. God, these Undine. Admiral.
Thank you. Now, maybe we should... Commander Egan.
Commander?
Egg? Where are you going?
One moment, Admiral.
Intriguing. The amount of resistance Starfleet has offered is unexpected.
What?
That being said...
The weak will perish!
That's not Commander Egan.
And you are weak.
Weapons ready. Good God, he's got a lot of armor. Photon grenade.
He is tapping into the bioship's power matrix.
Bloody hell. got a damn force field around him. We can't do anything. Oh. Good God. Ooh. Got a quick hypo in there. Oof. Let's get on the other side of the barrier. Come on, he must go down at some point. God. So much for Commander Egan. Jesus. Admiral.
Egan wasn't Undine?
It does seem that way.
That would explain what happened to our defense grid. He would have known they were coming, and had ample opportunity to sabotage us. Damn, I didn't see that coming.
What are your orders, Admiral?
Egan. It's hard to believe. He attacked me mentally, led everyone into a trap. I couldn't stop him. We have much to consider. There may be...
Admiral?
Tuvok! What's going on? Tuvok! Can you hear me? Tuvok!
Tuvok! Hello, Tuvok. Egan was too weak. He spent too much time among humans. He served his purpose, and you will be far too late.
Too late for what?
Your quadrant will fall. The weak will perish. This dimension will be cleansed, purified of infestation. Your efforts are meaningless. I know your thoughts, Tuvok.
Indeed, Doctor. But I have taken advantage of this connection to look into your mind as well.
What?
I understand now what your plans are. You will not succeed.
You can't stop us. Tuvok! Tuvok!
Admiral
Tuvok!
Admiral, you're right.
Diversion. This was all a diversion.
What do you mean?
Kronos. Their real target is Kronos.
What? Captain Corrin,